Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Keralakam CBSE School Module online classes. In previous class we completed fourth problem of exercise 8.1. So now I will continue with fifth problem of exercise 8.1. So here in fifth problem they have given that sec theta is equals to 13 by 12. Sec theta is equals to 13 by 12. So that calculate all the other trigonometric ratios. So here they are given sec theta value 13 by 12. We have to calculate all other trigonometric ratios. So now for this first I will consider one triangle and I will name it as A, B, C and I will consider this angle A as theta. So here what is sec theta? You all know that cos theta is sec theta is reciprocal of cos theta. Okay, so here opposite to theta this is perpendicular, adjacent to theta this is base, and this is hypotenuse. So now we know that cos theta equals to the base by hypotenuse. Cos theta equals to base by hypotenuse. And we know that this sec theta is reciprocal of cos theta. Means sec theta equals to hypotenuse by base. So what is the hypotenuse here? AC by AB. Base is AB. So sec theta equals to AC by AB. So here we can write sec theta equals to AC by AB equals to 13 by 12 they have given. 13 by 12. So now here length of, therefore we can consider length of AC as 13 centimeter and length of AB as 12 centimeter. Here length of hypotenuse is 13 and length of base is 12. So now to write all other trigonometric ratios we have to we have to calculate length of the side BC or length of the perpendicular. How to calculate length of the perpendicular? By using Pythagoras theorem. So here by Pythagoras theorem, what you can write here is AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. So now we are calculating length of perpendicular means BC. So here we have to calculate length of BC means I will move this AB to left hand side. See here we are calculating length of BC, so that we will move this AB to left hand side. So what it becomes? BC square equals to AC square minus, so here it is plus, when you move it to left hand side so it becomes minus AB square. So now we are calculating length of BC, therefore I will not consider this square, therefore what it becomes? Square root of AC square minus AB square. So now we know the value of or length of AC and AB. So here BC equals to length of the AC is 13 square minus length of AB. Length of AB is 12 square Here length of AB is 12, AB square means I will write here 12 square. Here BC is equal to square root of 13 square means what is the answer? 169 minus 12 square means 144. 13 square means 169, 12 square means 144. So now we will calculate length of BC. 169 means minus 144 means what we will get? 25. Okay. So now therefore BC is equal to square root of 25. What is the answer? Square root of 25 is 5 centimeters. Now we got length of this BC. And already they have given length of hypotenuse 13 and base is 12. So that now we can write ratios, all other trigonometric ratios. So first I will write sin theta. Here I will write sin theta equals to, you all know that sin theta equals to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Always sin theta equals to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Here perpendicular is BC and here hypotenuse means AC. So length of BC is 5 centimeter and length of AC is 13 centimeter. Therefore, what you got here? 5 by 13 for sin theta. And next one is cos theta. And cos theta means, we know that base by hypotenuse. So here base means AB, hypotenuse means AC. Therefore, length of AB is 12 centimeter and length of AC is 13 centimeter. So cos theta equals to 12 by 13. Next, tan theta equals to, what is tan theta? Perpendicular by base. So here perpendicular is by BC and base is AB. So length of BC is 5 centimeter and length of AB is 12 centimeter. Next, cosec theta. Cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin theta, so that directly you can write 13 by 5, or you can write here also cosec theta equals to hypotenuse by perpendicular. It is equals to AC by BC and it is equals to 13 by 5. Length of AC is 13 and BC is 5. So now sec theta they are given directly 13 by 12. And remaining one is cot theta. So this cot theta equals to base by perpendicular. Or we know that cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta, so that you can directly write cot theta is equal to 12 by 5. So here I am writing cot theta equals to base by perpendicular means AB by BC. Length of AB is 12 centimeter and BC is 5 centimeter. So cot theta equals to 12 by 5. So now I will move to the next problem, sixth one. So now in sixth question what they are given, if angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A equals to cos B. They are given that cos A equals to cos B. Then show that angle A is equal to angle B, and they have given that angle A and angle B are acute angles. So here I will consider this diagram for sixth question. So here angle A and angle B are acute angles, and they are given that cos A equals to cos B. So that we have to prove at this angle A is equals to angle B. So here what we can write, they are given cos A equals to cos B. So cos A means here, if this is theta in triangle ABC, what we can write here, if this is theta, DC is perpendicular and AC is hypotenuse, therefore what you can write here, AD by AC. If this is perpendicular, DC is perpendicular and AC is hypotenuse, this is base adjacent to theta, and we know that cos theta equals to base by hypotenuse, therefore AD by AC equals to, like that over here, if this is theta and B is theta, then what you can write here, BD by BC. So here AD by AC equals to BD by BC. Why? Because they have given that cos A equals to cos B. So now what I will do, I will take this BD to left hand side, so it becomes denominator AD by BD, and I will take this AC to right hand side, so it becomes numerator. So what it becomes, AC by BC. See here carefully what I did. I have taken this BD to left hand side, so it becomes denominator AD by BD, and I will take this AC to right hand side, so it becomes AC by BC. So now what I will do, I will consider one constant K. So let AD by BD equals to AC by BC equals to K. So now I will consider this first one, AD by BD. So what I can do now, AD equals to, I will take this BD to right hand side, so what it becomes, K into BD, and I will consider this as 1. Okay. So now again I will consider AC by BC now. So AC equals to K into BC. What I did here, first I will consider AC by BC only, and AC by BC is equal to K means I will take this BC to right hand side, so what it becomes, AC equals to K into BC, and I will consider this as 2. So now we will apply Pythagoras theorem to both these triangles, in triangle ABC and BBC. In triangle ADC and triangle BDC, we will apply Pythagoras theorem, so that what we will do here, this CD is common in both triangle. This CD, line CD is common in both the triangle. So this CD square in triangle ADC, CD square equals to AC square minus AD square. Always length of any side of the triangle, always length of the any side of the triangle equals to the difference between this hypotenuse and other side. So this CD square equals to AC square minus AD square. See here, if you write Pythagoras theorem, we will get this form. Here, this is the right angle triangle and this is the hypotenuse. AC is the hypotenuse. So here, AD square plus CD square equals to AC square. So now we are calculating CD square means what? what we will get? CD square is equals to AC square minus, because I will move this AD to right hand side, so it becomes AC square minus AD square. So here I have written directly CD square equals to AC square minus AD square. So now, like that only, again we will consider triangle BDC here, BDC, and we will apply Pythagoras theorem again. CD square equals to, hypotenuse is BC here, therefore BC square minus another side is BD square. So here I will write BD square. This CD square is common in both the triangles. So now what I will do, I will consider this as 3 and this as 4. So now from 3 and 4, what we can write here? Here this AC square minus AD square is also equals to CD square only, and here BC square minus BD square is also equals to CD square only. So what we got to know? AC square minus AD square equals to BC square minus BD square, because these two are equal to CD square only. Okay. So now again we know that this AC equals to K into BC. Here from 2 what we got here? Here it is AC square. AC is equals to K into BC. So here in the place of AC I will write K into BC whole square minus AD square means AD means K into BD. So here I will write, in the place of AD I will write K into BD square. K into BD whole square equals to BC square minus BD square. We got here. So now K into BC square means what we will get? K square BC square minus K into BD square means K square BD square equals to BC square minus BD square. So now K square is common here, so I will take K square as common. So BC square minus BD square equals to BC square minus BD square. So now if you move this BC square minus BD square to right hand side, what it becomes? Here already in numerator BC square minus BD square is there. So if you move this BC square minus BD square to right hand side, so K square is equal to BC square minus BD square. So divided by BC square minus BD square. Oh, we can cancel BC square minus BD square. Therefore K square is equal to 1. If K square is equal to 1, what is the K value? Square root of 1. Therefore K value is 1. Value cancel, we will get 1 only. So K square is equal to 1. Therefore K is equal to square root of 1 means square root of 1 value is 1. Therefore K is 1, and we'll consider this value in equation 2. So what is the equation 2 here? AC equals to K into BC. So here I will write AC equals to K into BC, and we got K value as 1. So 1 into BC. So AC equals to BC. Okay. So if AC equals to BC, this AC equals to BC, then we know that angles which are opposite to equal sides. Here we got to know AC equals to BC means these two sides are equal. The angles which are opposite to these two equal sides are also equal. So that opposite to opposite to AC, what is the angle? Angle B is there. Angle B equals to opposite to side BC. What is the angle? A. So here what we got? Angle A equals to angle B. Hence we proved angle A is equal to angle B. Here you should write angles opposite to equal sides. See here they have given cos A equals to cos B, so that we have written ratios, and what I did here, I have taken BD to left hand side and AC to right hand side. So I have considered constant value K. So AD by BD is equal to K means AD equals to K into BD, and here AC by BC equals to K means AC equals to K into BC, and I will consider this as equation 1 and 2, and here we will apply Pythagoras theorem to triangle ADC and BDC. So we will get equation 3 and 4. From 3 and 4 what we got to know, these two are equal to CD square only, therefore AC square minus AD square equals to BC square minus BD square. So here from 1 and 2 we will consider AC square as K into BC and AD square equals to K into BD whole square. So that we will get K value which is equals to 1, and we will insert this value into equation 2. So here AC equals to K into BC means, so here we will consider K value as 1. So therefore AC is equal to BC. If AC equals to BC, then we know that the angles which are opposite to equal sides are also equal. Therefore angle A equals to angle B. So now next question, seventh one, what they are given here. If cot theta is equal to cot theta equals to 7 by 8. Evaluate 1 plus sin theta 1 minus cos theta divided by 1 plus cos theta 1 minus cos theta. So I have to evaluate 1 plus sin theta 1 minus sin theta 1 plus cos theta 1 minus cos theta. And second one, cot square theta. They are given cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. So we have to find out or evaluate 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. And second one, cot square theta. So now to evaluate all these values, first we should have values of sin theta and cos theta. And to get sin theta cos theta value, we should get length of all the sides of the right angle triangle. So first I will consider one right angle triangle. This is A, B and C, and I will consider this angle as theta. So now cot theta is equals to, they are given 7 by 8. So here perpendicular is opposite to theta. So this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse, this is base. So we know that cot theta is equals to base by perpendicular. Cot theta is equal to base by perpendicular, because cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta. Tan theta is perpendicular by base. So cot theta is base by perpendicular. So what is base here? BC by perpendicular is AB. So that we can write AB by BC equals to 7 by 8. Therefore length of AB is 7 centimeters and length of BC is 8 centimeters. Length of AB is 7 centimeter and BC is 8 centimeter. So now we have to calculate length of this hypotenuse, because to calculate sin theta and cos theta values. So how to get length of the hypotenuse? By using Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, what we can write here? AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. So here length of AB is 7. So here I will get 7 square plus BC is 8. So 8 square equal to AC square. So here we are calculating length of AC. Therefore AC square is equal to 7 square means 49 plus 8 square means what you will get? 64. So 64 plus 49 means what you will get? 64 plus 49 means 9 plus 4 13, 6 plus 4 10, plus 1 means 11. So 113. AC square equals to 113. So now we are calculating length of this AC. So how to get it? AC equals to square root of 113. Now we got the length of hypotenuse. What is that? 113. So now we got length of all the sides. Now we can write sin theta and cos theta values directly. So here I will consider this equation or this first problem. What they are given here? 1 plus sin theta 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Now you can see here 1 plus sin theta 1 minus sin theta means this is in the form of a plus b and a minus b. Here a value is 1 and b value is sin theta. So a plus b, a minus b. So this is in the form of 1 plus sin theta 1 minus sin theta is in the form of a plus b and a minus b. So the formula is a square minus b square. We know that a square minus b square equals to a plus b into a minus b. So here what I will do? I will consider a value as 1 and b value as sin theta. So a square means 1 square. So here 1 square means I will write 1. Listen carefully what I did. A plus b, a minus b. 1 plus sin theta, 1 minus sin theta. So a value is 1 and b value is sin theta. So we are writing it in the form of a square minus b square. So a square means 1 square. 1 square means 1 minus b square means sin square theta. Sin square theta divided by here 1 plus cos theta 1 minus cos theta means again it is in the form of a plus b and a minus b. So here a value is 1 and b value is cos theta. So a square means what we will get 1 minus b square means b value is cos theta. Therefore what we will get? Cos square theta. Okay. So now we will write values of sin theta and cos theta. So here sin theta means always we know that perpendicular by hypotenuse. See here sin theta we are writing values in the form of sin theta. Therefore sin theta means perpendicular by hypotenuse. So what is perpendicular here? So sin theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So here what is perpendicular? 7 and hypotenuse is square root of 113. but here they have one cot theta is equal to 7 by 8 means cot theta is equal to base by perpendicular. So base value is BC. BC is 7. BC equals to 7. Here we did one mistake here. Sorry. So here what we will get here, BC is 7 and AB is 8. AB equals to 8. So here BC is 7, AB is 8. Why? See here, cot theta is equal to 7 by 8 means cot theta always equals to, here I have written base by perpendicular. Base is BC and perpendicular is AB. So BC length is 7 and AB length is 8. So BC is 7, AB is 8. So here also I will change this value. AB means length of AB is 8 and length of BC is 7 centimeter. So here it is 7 centimeter. So now we will get same values. AC square equals to 7 square means 49, 8 square means 64. So AC square equals to 49 plus 64 means 113. Therefore AC is equal to square root of 113. Why? Because we are calculating square root AC value. So we will not consider square value. Therefore AC equals to square root of 113. So now we are evaluating first problem, 1 plus sin theta, 1 minus sin theta, 1 plus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta. So here these are in the form of a plus b and a minus b. So we will convert these values into a square minus b square. So now we will write 1 minus sin square theta value. 1 minus, what is sin theta here? Sin theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse. What is perpendicular here? 8 and length of the perpendicular 8 and hypotenuse is 113. So what we will get here? 8 by square root of 113 whole square. Sin theta means perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular length is 8 and hypotenuse length is square root of 113. So 1 minus 8 by square root of 113 whole square. So now divided by 1 minus cos square theta means what we will get here? 1 minus cos theta value is base by hypotenuse. So what is length of the base? 7 cm and hypotenuse is 113. So 1 minus cos square theta means 7 by square root of 113 whole square. So now here I will write 1 minus, next step 1 minus 8 square means what you will get? 64. 8 by square root of 113 whole square means square of 8 is 64 and square root of 113 whole square means what you will get? Square root of 113 into square root of 113. So what you will get? 113. See here, square of 8 is 64, square of square root 113 is 113 divided by here 1 minus 7 square means what you will get? 49 divided by square root of 113 whole square means what you will get? Again 113 only. So now we will take LCM and calculate. So here 1 minus 64 by 113 means 113 is the LCM. So what we will get here? 1 into 113. So 113 minus 64 means what you will get? 113 minus 64 means 49. Here we have taken 113 as LCM and so what we will get here? 113 minus 64 means 49 divided by 113 divided by, here also we will take 113 as LCM and here what we will get? 113 minus 49. 113 minus 49 means what you will get? 64. 113 minus 49 means what you will get? 64. So now what I will do? 49 divided by 113 into, I will take this denominator to numerator. So what it becomes? 113 divided by 64. We have to consider reciprocal of this number when we take this to upper side. So reciprocal is 113 by 64. So here 113 and 113 cancels. So what we got finally? 49 divided by 64. Okay. So this is for first one. Now we have to evaluate cot square theta. So here I will write second one, cot square theta. Here they have given cot theta value directly. Cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. So I will write here 7 by 8 whole square, because they have given cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. Cot square theta means 7 by 8 whole square. So 7 square means what we will get? 49 divided by 8 square means what we will get? 64. So 49 by 64 again. See here they are given cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. So here you consider this triangle where angle C is theta, and by using this cot theta is equal to 7 by 8, what I have written here, always we know that cot theta equals to base by perpendicular. So base by perpendicular means here they have given that 7 by 8. So base value is BC and base side is BC and perpendicular side is AB. So BC equals to 7, AB equals to BC equals to 7, AB equals to 8. Because we know that cot theta is equal to BC by AB. BC they are given 7 by 8. Therefore BC length is 7, AB length is 8. So now we will calculate length of hypotenuse by using Pythagoras theorem. So what we got here, length of hypotenuse AC is square root of 130, and by using all these values, first we will consider this problem. So here 1 plus sin theta, 1 minus sin theta, and here 1 plus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta. These are in the form of a plus b and a minus b. Means we will convert these values to a square minus b square, where a value is 1 and b value is sin theta, and here a value is 1 and b value is cos theta. So here what we will get? 1 minus sin square theta, 1 minus cos square theta. So we will consider sin theta values 8 by square root of 113 and cos theta value is 7 by square root of 113. So when you calculate, the final answer is 49 by 64. And here in second question they have given cot square theta. So they have given directly here cot theta value is 7 by theta. So cot square theta means 7 by 8 whole square. So 7 into 7 49, 8 into 8 64. Okay. So I hope you are clear with these three problems. In next class I will continue with further problems of exercise 8.1. Thank you all.